Welcome to LearnIter.com. Welcome to our competitive programming series, where we'll dive deep into the world of coding for interviews and competitions using C++. Throughout this journey, we'll cover essential coding concepts, explore common patterns and approaches, solve coding questions together, and master the art of problem solving. Why C++? Well, C++ is a popular choice in competitive programming and interviews due to its efficiency and versatility. Even if you're new to C++, fear not. We'll start from scratch and guide you through every step. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of C++ and be able to write code confidently. Our focus today is on preparing you specifically for coding interviews using C++. Now, it's important to note that this video isn't about C++ interview questions. While we'll cover essential concepts, you'll need additional resources for detailed C++ interview preparation. As we progress through this series, you'll not only become proficient in C++, but also develop problem-solving skills essential for coding competitions and technical interviews. Our goal is to empower you to excel in both areas. So, let's embark on this exciting journey together into the realm of competitive programming with C++. Whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your skills, there's something valuable for everyone in this series. Let's get started. Let's start by getting our development environment ready to write and compile C++ code. We'll be using Visual Studio for this tutorial because it's straightforward to use and supports C++ and other languages. Firstly, head over to Google in your web browser and search for Visual Studio Download. Look for the official link from Visual Studio's website and click on it to go to the download page. On the Visual Studio download page, you'll see options like Visual Studio Community. You can click on Free Download button to start the download. Or you can select Free Visual Studio option from above this page. We're going to select Visual Studio Community for our purposes. Click on the Free Download button under Visual Studio Community to start downloading the installer. Once the download completes, double-click on the downloaded file to begin the installation process. Follow the on-screen instructions. Select Continue. This will download install required files for Visual Studio Installer. When prompted to select workloads, choose Desktop Development with C++, since we're focusing on C++ programming. Then click on Install. This will install all required files for Visual Studio. After the installation finishes, you can launch Visual Studio from your desktop or Start menu. You can sign in or skip this window. Select theme you want. I have Keep Here Default Theme. When Visual Studio opens, you'll see various options. Click on Create a New Project to start a new coding project. In the Project Creation window, choose Empty Project and click Next. Give your project a name, such as LearnIter CPP, and click Create. This sets up the basic structure for your C++ project. Now, let's add a new C++ file to our project. Right-click on Source Files in the Solution Explorer. It is usually on the right-hand side of the Visual Studio window. Select Add, then choose New Item. Give your file a name like main.cpp. Click Add to create the file. Now, you're ready to write your C++ code in the main.cpp file. By following these steps, you've successfully set up Visual Studio for C++ programming and created a new C++ project where you can write and run your code. Let's start with our first C++ code. #include iostream. Using namespace std. int main, cout hello learner int l, return 0. This code will print hello learner on console. I am going to teach you the meaning of each line in this code. But before that, let's compile i.ebuild this code. Click on Build and then Build Solution. This will build your code. In below output window, it will show if you have any error in this building of the code. Our code is now successfully built. Let's run our code. Click on Local Windows Debugger button. It will run your code, and it will show output as hello learner. Let's also debug our code. Debugging is the process of finding and fixing errors or bugs in computer programs. It involves identifying issues in the code, using tools like breakpoints and testing techniques, and making corrections to ensure the program functions correctly and produces the desired output. Debugging is crucial for ensuring software quality and reliability. To start debugging, I have set breakpoint at line number 7 by mouse clicking. Then click on button Local Windows Debugger to start debugging. This hits our breakpoint at line number 7. Let's dive into understanding each line of code in detail to grasp the fundamentals of C++ programming. Firstly, we have the inclusion of the iostream header file. #include iostream. This line is crucial as it allows us to use functionalities defined in the iostream header file. In C++, header files contain essential functions and declarations required for our program. Moving on to the next line, using namespace std. Here, we are utilizing the std namespace. Namespaces in C++ provide a way to organize code and prevent naming conflicts. The std namespace contains standard C++ libraries, including input-output functions like cout and indel. It's worth mentioning that C++ also provides other header files such as vector, set, math, map, and algorithm, each catering to specific functionalities. Now, let's discuss the main function, int main. The main function is the starting point of execution for a C++ program. It returns an integer value to indicate the status of program execution. In this case, 0 signifies a successful execution. The after main indicates that this function does not take any parameters. The line cout hello learner indel is responsible for displaying the text hello learner on the console. Here, cout is part of the std namespace, and indel is used to insert a new line after printing. By calling return 0 at the end of main, we explicitly exit the program with the return value of 0, indicating no errors occurred during execution. In the previous example, we learned that cout is used to display output on the console. To obtain input from the user, we utilize cin. Let's explore this concept further with an example code snippet. #include iostream. Using namespace std, int main, int age, cout enter your age, andl, center age, string name, cout enter your name, andl, center name, cout your age shendel, cout your name, named shendel, return 0. Let's build this program. Click on Build and select Build Solution. This will compile our program. You can see it output in Output window. Build is successful. Now run our program. Click on this triangle Run button to run our program. Our program successfully run. Now enter your age in this console window. I have enter age value as 25, and press Enter button on keyboard. Also, I have entered my name as learner and pressed Enter button. After this Enter button, it is printing our entered value as your age, 25, your name, learner. In this code, we are using cin to capture user inputs. It allows us to read input data from the user during program execution. The user enters their age, which is stored in the variable age, and their name, which is stored in the name variable. The operator is used with cin to store the input data into the specified variables. After obtaining the input, we use cout to display the entered age and name back to the user, confirming the successful capture and storage of their input. Overall, cin enables interactive input from the user, enhancing the functionality and usability of C++ programs.